Right, so welcome. Right, so as we can see, we've got some pallets here that we cannot pick up. We can't afford well, we can, but we can't afford a forklift, can't afford a handler, and we can't do anything with any of this. We can't pick up anything more than 200 kilograms, basically. Well, 200 kilograms and more, we cannot pick up. So we are completely struggling. Now, there is a certain modder who has come up with the perfect solution. Now, the person that's created this particular mod, which is the liftable pallets and big bags, which means that without the necessity of super strength or any modified strength, every single production pallet, every viable pallet, every big bag is now fixed at 100 kilograms, and you can lift it with your own hands, because 200 kilograms you can't do it. It does not work for any items spawned or purchased before activating this mod, and it does not work for items added by other mods. So if I wanted to use, say, power tools to spawn the thing in, it will not work. And it's fixed unlimited spawning of pallets, so I'm not too sure what that means. But let's have a look at what it can provide. We're also going to add this one as well, which is the liftable bales, just to see what it can do, how well it does it. It'll be interesting, just to say the least. I mean, it's looking like it can do cotton, and it can do round bales and potentially square bales. Square bales tend to weigh less than round bales. Right, so we're at our bales now, and as we can see, they still weigh 490 kilograms. This one still weighs 1.3 tons. However, if you activate Lumberjack, you can just pick it right up, toss it wherever we want it to go. So that's where Lumberjack comes in handy, but we do have the tendency to pick up our vehicles when we're trying to store things. That tends to make the vehicles fly upwards in the air, and then toss everything around, and it creates a really messy environment. However, these liftable bale mods come in handy, and the liftable pallet mod comes in really handy, and I'll show you why right now. So using the beauty of power tools, let's add some seeds. So I've still got super strength activated. Let's deactivate that, and it still weighs 500 kilograms. And as it says on the thing, it will not let you pick up things that have been modified into the game. So I can't pick up these seeds because it weighs too much. It weighs 300 kilograms over the amount. So now bales don't actually specify that. So let's do a really big bale as it spawned it in. No, it has not. Let's just try and spawn that in again. So materials and objects. Let's go a silage bale. And can we pick that up? No. So it's not worked for any of the two mods. So let's try producing our own. Right, so in order to start the baling, I have introduced some meadow grass onto this. That should be able to be cut, windrowed, and then baled. Hopefully I can pick them up. I have purchased myself another sheep silo, what the fuck am I talking about? I purchased myself a sheep pen, or a barn even. It contains 65 mature sheep. It's got a full feeding tube with a lot extra to go at. So that's going to produce us a couple of pallets of wool, so we can try and pick them up. So we can see if the mods actually work. I am quite hopeful that they will. But let's get into this. So let's just unfold this. Hopefully I don't take out the class. I mean, they're quite big, so I don't think it will. But let's just cut this grass and let's see where it takes us. Right, so I've made one bale. Can we lift it? Yep, 100 kilograms. And we can do whatever the fuck we want with it either. So that's good. We can pick it up, put it in a loader, do whatever we want. The only issue is that the reach isn't too good if we compare it to super strength. where we can pick it up from all the way over here, and the throwing distance is much further, and the actual grabbing distance as well is a bit easier. We just threw it over our head. I'm quite proud of that. So now we'll have a look at pallets. Right, so we have skipped forward in time, and it does look liftable. However, one thing I have recently discovered is if we go to pallets and then go to, let's say, wool, we can still pick this up. We can still throw it around, do whatever we want. We go over to pallets again, and let's say we bring in flour. We can still pick this up and throw it around. However, we go to pallets and say spawn in some grapes. Let's spawn in some seeds. In fact, that's a big bag, so it doesn't really count. And let's do butter. And so we cannot pick up that. However, we can pick up the butter. But we cannot pick up the grapes either. And I'll spawn it into a different section just so you can't say, well, that's because there's something lying on top of it. But there's some grapes here, and I think it's down to the sort of pallet type, because it is like the Euro pallet size, but the same shape, and it's just not the same material, because the pallet isn't separated from the actual container itself. And I've done it over here. But if I wanted to go into pallets again, let's say mineral feed, I should be able to pick that up, but no, I can't. So let's go over here. Let's go pallets, let's go silage additive. Should be able to pick that up. Absolutely not, 260 kilograms. But if we go for production pallets, so let's say planks, can I pick that up? Of course. So I think it is limited to certain pallets. I mean, I know I can pick up... I can't pick up the raisins, the grapes. But let's say we turn those grapes into raisins. I should be able to pick that pallet up. Yes. So, it works for your productions. Does it work? I can't really guarantee that it works for the... In fact, let's actually buy some seed pallets. So let's buy... Well, let's buy sugarcane, because it's a different type of pallet altogether. It contains its own little crate. Let's try that one, because it comes on a little D pallet. And let's try seeds. I know we can't pick up silage additive, bread. Actually, I like that one. It comes in bread trays. So let's go over here. So we cannot pick up our sugarcane pallets, even though I don't remember buying sugarcane pallets. We can't pick up our tree pallet. Oh, we're obstructed. Can we pick up seeds? No, we can't pick up seeds. So yeah, we can pick up production pallets, but we can't pick up anything else. So, I mean, it is a useful feature. It is a really handy tool. So I'm still going to give it a 5 out of 5. Just because it lets you pick up the things that you would tend to load. Like, you don't really tend to load up seeds. I mean, you do if you're wanting to deliver a large summer seeds. But you can always use seed production. But yeah, I'd still give it a 5 out of 5. Because if you're playing on a map like Maypole, and you've got... Like here we've got 65, and it's producing quite a considerable amount. But Maypole you can have 700, you're producing 360 pallets per year. So it's quite handy just to be able to pick them up, load them, do whatever you need. I mean, Super Strength does give you a wider sort of gripping distance. Because if I activate Super Strength, I can pick up that one. I can just launch it wherever I want. And I can pick it up from over here if I deactivate Super Strength. I'm not picking up anything. So, I'd say... Like the downside of Super Strength is you pick up your vehicle as well. So if you're trying to fix them into certain spots onto your wagon, you might accidentally pick up your wagon, it starts flying, and all chaos pursues. with this one, you can actually sort of default to the correct pallet, and it won't grip a hold of your trailer and toss it and turn it and fly it into the air. So yeah, it's still a 5 out of 5 for me. Fantastic mod. I really enjoy using it too. If you've got anything you'd like to say, I mean, I know we actually did touch upon the Bale one as well. It's the same principle. Because what size is that one? That's 6,000 litres, so let's spawn in a 6,000 litre bale. This was grass as well. So, grass bale, 6,000 litres. But we can't pick that one up, that's 1 ton. But this one, the same size. Can't pick that one up, can pick that one up. But if I do this, now that one weighs considerably less. It's hardly actually moving it. If we pick it up, will it move it? Nope. They've activated super strength. I can use that one to just fly that one over. And I think it should do the same for this one as well, even though it's like in terms of physical depth, it's less dense. So it still works, just not as well. If I wanted to push that one, it flies along with me. But yeah, the 2 good mods. 2 really good mods, 5 out of 5 for both of them. Still say super strength is more ideal. But yep, if you don't want to use super strength, and if you're a console player too, I think the liftable mods, the liftable pallets, are available for console. So yeah, good mods, very good mods, helpful too. So take care. Comment anything that you disagree with me on. Comment anything that you agree with me on. Just comment anything you want to. And I'll try and do another mod test eventually. Maybe some point in the future. Might do another. Maybe my hands are tied for the next couple of days. But I will try my best to produce another one. But thank you, like and subscribe, and I'll see you all for the next one.